It's never too late to invest in Bitcoin if you understand it. Bitcoin has gone mainstream. I'm getting quite a few people all asking me the same question: is it too late to invest in Bitcoin? I don't think it is. Bitcoin is a paradigm shift in a world that is high on worthless currency printed in excess. The only way to fund our excessive lifestyles is to increase the global debt and pay for it with money printed out of thin air. The unfortunate psychological challenge when you buy something that performs beyond your wildest dreams is you think to yourself, I should have bought more. You can always want more and spend more. But it doesn't matter. Money has never made me happy. The same is likely true for you. So how do you manage your psychology when Bitcoin mania is sweeping the world and it has gone mainstream? How do you cope when it's trending on Twitter, on the front page of every newspaper, being promoted by some of the biggest Wall Street tycoons in the world, like Paul Tudor Jones? First, you stay calm. You're never late to anything in life. You're right on time. What Bitcoin has done to date is irrelevant. If you haven't bought any or don't understand it, then that's not the issue. The issue is whether you are open-minded enough to rethink everything you know about money and investing. If you are, there is opportunity. If your mind is closed, the world is closed, and so are the opportunities. Bitcoin is extremely weird. The trouble with Bitcoin is it's not easy to understand. When people don't understand a concept, they quickly dismiss it and call it a scam so they don't feel stupid. Here are some facts about Bitcoin. 1. There are only 21 million Bitcoins and you can't create more of it. 2. The coins are digital and are only safe if you take them off the internet. 3. Bitcoin is a way to store value. It's not currently used as a currency to transact with and may never fulfill that need. 4. Bitcoin is a way to protect the value you create. 5. Bitcoin is a hedge. This means it's the opposite of everything else you can put your money into. Owning both sides of a marketplace de-risks you. If you only invest your money in one thing, then if that asset has a downturn and never recovers, you lose the lot. 6. Bitcoin is an investment in an unknown, distant future. Like I said, Bitcoin isn't normal. It confuses people, and that's what it was designed to do. Bitcoin is a short circuit in one's financial thinking. The too late mindset is toxic. The too late mindset isn't good for your psychology. When people think about Bitcoin, I quickly see them become disappointed. They wish they had listened earlier. Or they wish they had bought at least one Bitcoin when the price was lower. The problem with Bitcoin is you can never buy at a good price. Why? Bitcoin keeps being the best performing asset each year, and is now the best performing asset of the decade. Think about that. This is the superpower of Bitcoin. It doesn't matter when you buy it. What matters is that you do eventually. Buy low, sell high. We're taught to buy assets at a low price and sell them at a higher price. What if this was industrial age factory worker thinking? The best time to buy Bitcoin is when you decide to. The reason is, Bitcoin has a fixed supply of coins and predictable code built into it that tells you its future. You don't have to be a genius to understand Bitcoin's future price. A Dutch institutional investor known as Plan B created a stock-to-flow model which helps investors understand where the price is going based on the hard-coded, predictable monetary policy of Bitcoin. Once you understand stock-to-flow, then you'll understand the overwhelming dollar value of guaranteed scarcity. Forget the price. What's the opportunity? I want to shake up your thinking. The opportunity of Bitcoin has nothing to do with price. Bitcoin solves a problem. The current value of the circulating supply of Bitcoin is rapidly increasing. The current value of the world's supply of gold is about $9 trillion. If only a small amount of money moves out of one of these asset classes and into Bitcoin, then the price will skyrocket. Investment firms are buying Bitcoin, not because they want to, but because they have to. There are very few places you can put your money and get a return. There are even fewer places you can put your money to store it safely in the event of a downturn or recession. We shouldn't care about the Bitcoin price. We should care about the problem it solves and whether over the long term there is a financial return likely to occur for doing so. Long-term thinking. The worst way to invest as an everyday person is for the short term. Thinking about the assets you invest in over the long term helps reduce your stress levels. You're less worried about whether it's too late, or is now a good time, and focused on doing your research and understanding what you're buying. This phrase sums it up better than I could. Time in the market beats timing the market. Euphoria is coming. When euphoria hits an asset like Bitcoin, people lose their minds and throw a wall of money at it. The problem ended up being rather unusual. People didn't buy Bitcoin. That's what euphoria can do to people's thinking. It isn't pleasant to watch, and it will happen again. The use case for Bitcoin was born during the pandemic. This is going to create ongoing euphoria. With Citibank throwing numbers out like $318,000 USD per Bitcoin, and the price going over the all-time high of $20,000 USD per coin, people are guaranteed to collapse on the ground with a case of FOMO. What can you do about it? Stay calm. Your life won't end if you don't buy Bitcoin. Take your time and research it. Patience always wins when it comes to investing. It's not time to panic. It's time to digitally upgrade your financial education. Physical cash in your wallet. The world of money is a long way behind advances in technology. Bitcoin is trying to catch the financial world up with the digital narrative, so we can use the phone in our pocket to go about our day and store our money without its value being secretly eroded away and taxed by inflation. If you've been thinking about Bitcoin, do your research. Go down the rabbit hole. Avoid FOMO. Stay away from the hype. Understand the problem it solves, intimately. The best time to buy Bitcoin is when you understand it and see its value.